You don't need a sewing machine to start sewing, and I'm going to prove it to you. Welcome back to Stitch by Stitch, where I teach you how to hand sew. Today we're going over a variation of two of the most important hand stitches, a running back stitch. You can use the running back stitch to join fabric pieces and repair your garments. To sew a running back stitch, you start with the right sides of your fabric together, and you sew the stitch on the wrong side of the fabric. The wrong side of the fabric is where most of your stitching is going to take place. You first start off with an anchoring stitch, which is simulated here with a star. Then you go in at 1 and back out at 2. Once you come back out at 2, you're going to go back in at 3, which is the same place you inserted your needle at 1. Once you go in at 3, you're going to skip a space forward and come back out at 4. Notice that with the running back stitch, you start off with going back to where your needle was last inserted from with the last stitch, just like you did with the back stitch. But instead of continuing that same pattern throughout the whole stitch like you would with the back stitch, you skip forward before repeating it, which is why this is a combination of the running stitch and the back stitch. So you'll see here that your needle is going back in at the circled number and then coming back out at the squared number, then going back into the same place as the last circled number. Then you skip ahead before coming back out. Then you're just going to repeat this same pattern. At the end of the stitch, you want to finish it off with an anchor stitch, which is again simulated with this star here. Now that we're done, we can compare the running back stitch to the answer key here. You'll notice that the front and back look like a combination of the front and back of the running stitch and the back stitch. And now we're ready to put the finished example in the pocket here. This workbook is available through the link in my bio or the TikTok shop, and there's also a left-handed version of this workbook. Now that we've finished all 4 basic stitches, comment whether you want to see tutorials of basting stitches, edge finishing stitches, or hemming and finishing stitches next.